매번 야야야야야 불러 널 야야야야 내 맘을 고백하려고 타이밍만 보는 나 그런 나를 넌 보며 왜 그러냐고 묻네 너 때문에
It is really hard to manage a lot of friends, especially when you are a top-notch model of the country and have to travel to different countries for your work. You always face so many difficulties in traveling to the other countries because of the crowd which gathers at the airport. Right now you were worried about the same, but this time you had other plans. You wanted to surprise your boyfriend for his birthday. Last night on a call, you made a pledge of being so busy that you won't be able to return to him on his big day. The man surely was sad after listening to it, but tried to act mature and said that he understands. You knew he would get sulky the moment you reached him, but you had already planned everything out to take him by surprise. Like right now, you did not even let a single person know about your departure. You had a very low-key farewell from your work house, and now you were in your own country, taking up the longer route of the airport where nobody goes to take a picture. You know, if even a single fan of yours get to know about you returning home, there will be news headlines covered with your name, and there is no way your boyfriend won't get to know about it. Somehow you managed each and everything perfectly, and now you are finally on your way. While you were still on your way to your car, you received a phone call from your boyfriend. You looked at the screen and smiled. His birthday was the next day, so he was trying his best to somehow make you available. A little chuckle escaped your lips and you shook your head. Oh, he was surely going to get surprised. You took a deep breath and continued your acting. You heard Jungkook sighing and you felt really bad for making him go through this. You blinked your eyes and bit your lips. You were trying hard to not spill the beans in front of him, but you were really close to speaking each and everything out in front of him. You hummed in response, and after saying bye to each other, you hung up the call. Keeping one of your palms on your chest, you took a deep breath for successfully being able to hide the fact that you are already here. You finally made your way to the car which was waiting for you with Jungkook's assistant in that. You smiled and greeted him, and both of you left for Jungkook's office as he will be there at this moment. You finally reached Jungkook's office and you were in the meeting room. According to his assistant, he will be coming inside in a few minutes because both of you already talked about this. You knew that this was going to be the time when he'll be coming inside the meeting room. You were sitting on Jungkook's table and waiting for him. You heard the knocking of the door once and then you got up from your seat. When you looked out the mirrors, you realized that there were a lot of people coming inside with Jungkook. And out of nowhere, this sudden thought of hiding came inside your head. You tried to find a spot for hiding yourself, but when you could not find any other spot, all you could see was the big table, and you sat on the floor while hiding your body with the chair you were sitting on. The thought of one of the most influential personalities hiding on the table came in your head, and before you could get out of this weird and awkward situation, everyone came inside the meeting room and you closed your eyes thinking, how much of a dumb can you be? You whined under your breath and soon the footsteps started echoing near your ears. You heard Jungkook's voice and he was commanding his assistant to set up the projector. You thought about coming out from the table, but then it will be awkward in front of so many people who are there in the meeting room. But you were also worried about the fact that what if some of them look at you? That will be more awkward. You were just hoping for the best and were staying quietly under the table, praying that none of them catches you because them catching a model sitting under a table will be a laughing stock and the next news headline. You soon heard the sliding of the chair and your heartbeat started pounding inside your chest. It felt like your heart would jump out of your ribcage in any minute. When the chair right in front of you was moved, you saw that it was Jungkook who was going to sit on the chair. So you were kind of relieved, but what if he got scared of you and jumped out of the chair, and then people found out that you were sitting on the table? You whisper yelled at yourself and Jungkook finally took a seat on his chair, but he did not seem to look beneath him. because he was currently focused on the projector. You peeped from the table innocently, and suddenly your eyes met Jungkook's.